We are live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. As always, Robert and Sandy here for the Supplement Engineer Channel weekly live Q&A every Wednesday for the foreseeable future, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do this until we can't do it and the wheels fall off the truck and we crash and burn in a big steaming pile of inferno. So how are you, honey?
I need drink. That's how I am. I had a day.
So Sandy's teachers are going back. It's teacher in-service time at Regents.
Yeah.
So y'all are in the process of getting everything ready for the upcoming school year.
Getting everything ready.
Done a lot of technological overhauls.
They took away my desktop and they were so excited. Like, we're going to get rid of your tower and put a laptop in. I was like, I mean, the tower is fine. I don't know. So they changed everything. It didn't have Word on it. That means that all of my math worksheets, they were blank. Couldn't see it. I was so mad. I was screaming because I scream when I get really, really mad. All day yesterday and today, I have been screaming because I'm so frustrated. And then I finally figured out how to click to the Google Drive, then click the My Drive, then click the U Drive, then click the desktop, then click the It's like, really? I could have just had a tower, but the laptop makes it so much better.
So if you can't tell, Sandy's not a huge fan of
technology. I need a drink.
Well, she's not a huge fan of technology. So
no, I'm not. Books don't close and go, I won't open. Like, I can just open a book. Hey, but computers.
Books are forever. Technology is temporary.
Yeah, whatever. I'm like waiting. I'm just kind of waiting for that hacker to just crash the internet for the world. And then we're all going to have to figure it out.
Job.
And then we're all going to have to figure it out. And guess what? As a math teacher, I'm still kicking.
Boom.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking? Because that looks disgusting.
It's not a Guinness, although it's in a Guinness glass. Guinness is dark. It is what I had last week because I fell in love with it. It's the greens powder. Who is it?
Super Greens from Glaxon.
Yeah, Glaxon. Wait, like wax on. I have to say it like Glaxon. Yeah. Okay, so Glaxon, greens powder, and cranberry juice and lemon vodka. And this is my first sip. Oh, that ice cubes in it.
Yeah, I shook it up with some crushed ice.
Oh, it's like tart. Hold on a second. Oh, man. It's not like it's bad. It's like really tart.
So we did a half scoop of the Super Greens with 4 ounces of cranberry juice and 2 ounces of lemon vodka.
Oh, that's tart. It didn't taste like that last time. Or was I just tipsy when I drank it last time?
You might have been tipsy when you were drinking it last
time. Hold on.
Try again. One more time.
Okay. I just threw crushed up ice in there. What made you think that I would want that?
To keep it cold.
But now I'm just eating crunched up ice with chunks. Okay, hold on.
Beggars can't be choosers, honey. If you want me to make you drink, you got to drink it as I prepare it.
Nobody wants crushed ice in their alcoholic beverage. Okay, hold on.
There you go. See? Is that better?
Yes. What is that? It's tart. It's like tart cherry. What is that? Is it the cranberry juice?
Probably so.
Why didn't I taste it like that last time?
You may have already
It's not bad. It's just tart. Taste it.
All right. As always, everyone, thank you for joining us. Feel free to post up any comments, questions, smart-ass remarks you have for discussion, Sandy's input for comments and questions amongst yourselves. To get things rolling off as we typically do, we start with a flavor review, not of Sandy's cocktail of the week, but of an actual dietary supplement. So you've noticed a recent trend in the past couple of months, in addition to MCTs and glutamine and all the other bullshit supplements that come out. Electrolytes have been one of the other things. So it's hot. Everybody's doing outdoor workouts now. Naturally, you're going to be sweating more. You're going to be losing electrolytes at an increased rate when you're doing outdoor workouts, especially if you're not used to working out outdoors. And, your body uses electrolytes for all kinds of different stuff, regulating fluid balance in the body, but it also affects heart contractility, muscle contraction, and relaxation, neurotransmission in the brain.
I didn't know any of this.
It does a ton of stuff. Yeah. So the minerals will use that. So you've seen several companies do that. And so I bought a couple from just during the day. Sometimes I want to drink something besides water, besides an amino acid supplement, besides a diet soda. So I'm thinking, well, you know what? Let me just try and pick up one of these super cheap electrolyte ones. I don't think I'm getting any super special benefit. I'm not, cramping up serious and all that. I just want something tasty to drink that's not, amino acids, pre-workout, or water.
Is it potentially tastier because electrolytes tend to have salt in them?
Well, yeah, electrolytes are salts.
Right, so it's like salty.
Yeah,
so it tastes better.
That helps good. Yeah, and that's going to be better hydrating or a superior form of hydration than just drinking plain water. So what I did is Jack Factory has a HydroSurge, their electrolyte formula that comes in several flavors. Most of them, I believe, are just naturally sweetened with stevia.
Okay.
There is one flavor, I believe, that does have sucralose in it. I think that's the original fruit punch flavor.
What's this?
So we have 2 flavors. We have the lemonade and we have the orange mango. So I'll give you a brief rundown of the ingredients. So you get 60 servings per container. And I think I bought this on Amazon for $17, $20
reasonable?
for that. Yeah. It's super
Okay.
cheap. Yeah, super cheap. So 1 scoop is 4.5 grams. You're getting calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. So 84 milligrams of calcium, 6% of your daily value, as dicalcium phosphate and calcium bisglycinate chelate, the Trax form. Phosphorus as dicalcium phosphate. Magnesium as magnesium glycinate chelate. So that's one of the superior forms of magnesium as opposed to magnesium oxide.
Are people low in magnesium typically?
Yes, that's one of the most common nutrient deficiencies in physically active individuals.
What is the side effect of being low in magnesium?
More cramping, difficulty sleeping, difficulty relaxing, things like that. Yeah,
Good to know.
Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body.
Fascinating.
Yes.
What foods have it?
Dark leafy greens, nuts, things like that. But most people are still low in it because it's either conflicted with the impaired absorption from some of the other anti-nutrients that are in food, or most dietary supplements use the shitty form of magnesium oxide, which only has about a 5 to 10% bioavailability.
Versus this one
this
that
one
has
uses the bisglycinate chelate form, so it's the chelated form of it. So
which is the bioavailability of
superior bioavailability.
Superiority.
Sodium from pink Himalayan sea salt, potassium from potassium chloride. We also get 1 gram of taurine, which is a conditionally essential amino acid that supports cellular hydration, acts as an osmolyte in the body, so encourages your cells to soak up more water.
This sounds very fancy.
Yeah, well, there's other electrolyte formulas on the market that also include taurine in it too, so it just makes sense. If you're going to do something that supports hydration, include an amino acid or some other kind of supplement that promotes hydration, like creatine, taurine, betaine, something like that. We're also getting 500 milligrams of coconut water powder, which is, kind of one of those hippie ingredients that there's a bunch of studies on electrolytes. Because coconut water is very electrolyte rich.
Okay.
So potassium in there, and there's a few other things in there. So, but if you notice on here, it says the potassium is actually from potassium chloride, not from the potassium in the coconut water powder. So how much
coconut water?
Yeah, are you actually getting? How much potassium are you actually getting from that? It's good window dressing. It's a buzzword in the industry, like pink Himalayan sea salt.
Yeah, that made me happy for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm duped.
Yes, and there's 180 milligrams of stevia extract. And so we have 2 flavors, as I said. We've
lemonade.
Got orange mango, and we have lemonade.
That's exciting. Now, you've had these already.
I've drank these many times.
Exciting.
So we'll give these one more shake.
The conversation's getting me, guys. Getting me all wet.
I did 1 heaping scoop in about 10 ounces of water. So give me your tasting
My taster glass.
Your taster beverage.
Which one am I drinking right now? Lemon?
You're going to have to taste and find out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
See how good their Jack Factory is.
Wait, I think it's mango that you just gave me, but let me see. Oh, yeah. I definitely think this is mango versus this lemon. Yeah. Definitely lemon. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. Let's try mango first, I guess. Cheers. Oh, you've already tasted that.
There we go. Mango first?
Yeah.
Yeah, mango. There we go.
Oh, I love it.
It's refreshing. It's light. It's delicious. It's tropical flavors.
It's got that saltiness to it instead of sweetness to it. It's like a salty aftertaste versus a sweet aftertaste, which means it just lingers. And I love salty things, but it doesn't taste salty. It's just.
It's really good.
It's like it's hugging my tongue. Is it? Do you feel that?
Wrapping your tongue in a sweet embrace.
It is. It's like it's curling up like a kitty cat. Like, it tastes good.
All right, well then let's grab the lemonade one.
I really like it. It tastes like a fresh mango, not mango flavored stuff. That's a good one. That the mango orange is good.
Orange mango, yeah.
Oh, it's good. This smells lemony. Interesting. It smells more lemon real than it tastes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think.
What does it taste like? It tastes like watery.
It's like a watery lemon head or something.
Yeah, like a watery lemon head. It doesn't taste like a natural lemon.
You notice
even
the
though it
stevia
smells
much
like a natural
more on this one.
Lemon. It smells.
You notice the stevia aftertaste on this one much more with the.
I don't
lemonade.
like the lemon. I like the mango a lot. I'd nix the lemon if I was the company in charge. But I love these. This is interesting. I've never heard you talk about drinking an electric. So this is like Gatorade.
Minus the 25 grams of sugar. Yeah.
Which is better than Gatorade.
Yeah, and Gatorade, I don't believe. I think Gatorade only has sodium and potassium. It doesn't have calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium in it.
Help me understand something. So in the athletic department when I worked or whatever, I know for a fact that they would always give students, the student athletes, Gatorade. Like they always had as much Gatorade as they needed to during practice and stuff. Shouldn't they be using this instead, or is it just more expensive than Gatorade? Or Gatorade sponsors the university?
Correct. Gatorade sponsors the university.
Oh,
Plus, those athletes are outside burning up a ton of carbohydrates.
so it's
from
okay if
practice,
they
so, yeah.
drink sugar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
They're
gonna need
super
that.
in shape.
Yeah, so
They're fine.
yeah, as I mentioned, this comes in a bunch of different flavors. I bought this. Jack Factory did not send this to us. I really like what they've been doing. Their Cognisurge Nootropic is something I've been using very frequently for the past couple of months.
Cognisurge. I've had that before.
You have.
I like it.
You do like that.
I do like it. It's
a good
still not my
nootropic.
favorite. My favorite is the Mastermind.
From Apollos to Gemini. Yeah. So there's other flavors. We're gonna have to try the other flavors.
Yeah, we
We're gonna
are.
pull those
Yes.
up and see what.
I love the mango one.
It's really good, isn't it?
Really, really refreshing.
Yeah.
Really, really likable. Really good.
Yeah. So the flavors are fruit punch.
Can you share your screen or something where they can see it or no? Is that happening?
No, it's not
So
because
they're just looking at me looking at this.
yes, that's all.
That's sad.
It is. I'm agree. It's sad to look at you too. All right. So the flavors are watermelon, fruit punch, lemonade, and orange mango. This tub right now on Amazon is $20 for 60 servings. So that's it's pretty cheap
I don't know.
compared to other electrolyte formulas and what you get on there.
It's like
So
33 cents a serving. Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad. I really like it. It's naturally sweetened. So if you're one of those granola eaters that is afraid of Ace K and sucralose, you can go for these. At least a couple of the flavors. They're naturally sweetened, naturally flavored, and no artificial colors in there either. So,
Interesting. So on a regular basis, do you find yourself not drinking water? Are you always drinking BCAAs, EAAs, electrolyte formulas? I'm trying to imagine the life, like day in the life of Robert.
Yeah, coffee, tea. There's one shaker that's just pure water. It's
Yeah?
usually in the middle of the night or
Okay.
something, but everything else is usually in the form of some kind of other supplement.
All right, all right.
So yeah, I can only imagine how many different kind of sweeteners are in my body.
I'm just curious. I feel like there's got to be something detrimental to having that many artificial sweeteners.
I'm fine.
You drink a lot of artificial sweeteners.
Scott, thank you for hanging with us, man. I know it's dark 30 over there in
Oh,
Scotland,
I
man. So thank
know.
you. There's a tablet I take which has magnesium amongst other things that helps me sleep. Tastes of cranberry as well, which is not bad.
Interesting. A tablet that tastes like cranberry. I've never heard of like a flavored tablet other than just.
Like a Flintstones chewable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What form is magnesium in there? And,
That's the question.
what else is in the tablet, Scott? That would be interesting.
Because you just told us that there's like cheapy forms.
Oh yeah, I mean that goes for a lot of things, like B12 in multivitamins.
Yeah.
Because they put magnesium in multivitamins.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
And magnesium oxide is the form that's usually in there. It's the cheap form. Like a litmus test to see the quality of a multivitamin is to check the magnesium form and check the vitamin B12 form.
Okay, what
So-
should I be looking for?
Methylcobalamin. That's the more bioavailable active form in the body. The less bioavailable form is cyanocobalamin.
Okay, the one
which
that sounds like
cyano is-
cyanide.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's got
It's bad.
exactly. So, yeah. So Scott, let us know what the magnesium form is in there and what kind of tablet is that helps you sleep. I'm curious to see because I get questions on what sleep aids to recommend and things like that from time to time. Anybody else watching, you have questions, comments, or smart ass remarks or something? You want to know why I always wear an LSU hat or whatever? Post them up and we will open them up for discussion. So,
Go Tigers.
what are your thoughts on regularly using sleep aids?
Okay, see, I think it's bad because to me, if you're regularly using sleep aids, it means there's something wrong in your life. You need to fix the thing that's wrong in your life. However, I use them.
You don't use
Not
them
all
every
the
night,
time. I really don't. I sleep really well. But there are times where I have a very active mind and I'm thinking about something and there's nothing I can do about it, right? Like if there was something I could do about it, like if I could lesson plan, that's like, you know what? I'm not going to go to bed. I'm on a high right now. Let me just go ahead and do something, get it off my table, and I'll just go to bed later.
Yeah.
But then there's times where there's literally nothing I can do. Like I'm nervous about a presentation tomorrow or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm going to be like, Robert, it's going to be a rough night for me. Give me some sleep stuff. I did that just the other day. And so
That's when I usually go and sleep in another room.
he does because I do this weird, and I have nightmares.
Kick.
I kick.
You wake up
I
screaming.
stretch. I do. I wake up screaming because I'm convinced there's here's the problem. The nightmares that I have are not nightmares like, the boogeyman's getting me. The nightmares that I have, there's someone in our bedroom. So imagine your wife wakes up and she's like, there's someone in the bedroom. And he's like, what the frick? And so I can't. And the thing is that you're dreaming. Like, I can't be like, Sandy, you're dreaming. There's no one. No, I see someone in my bedroom. I'm like, what the? And I always say the same WTF, but I actually say it. And Robert's like, what the? And so for a while,
I have to like squeeze her arm and say, calm down. I'm
it's
right
just a
here.
dream.
Everything's
It's just a
fine."
dream. I was like, I'm sorry. I really, oh yeah, there is nobody in our bed. Why did I think there was someone in our bedrooms? Because it was a freaking nightmare. And I couldn't, so I have weird nightmares. So sometimes I do need to sleep and I don't want to wake up with a nightmare. So those sleepy things, thank God, they stopped the person in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's such a horrible dream.
Have you ever woken up groggy from a sleep aid or
No.
felt like off or anything? Because sometimes,
Not
you
the
know,
ones you give me.
with melatonin, sometimes with people, if they take too much, they'll wake up feeling groggy or under rested or anything. But
That
the
sucks.
most I've ever given you, I think, is between 3 and 5 milligrams.
Versus,
I mean, the research on it is anywhere from 0.3 milligrams to 10 milligrams.
ooh, those are
So,
2 very different numbers.
Yeah, and there's some biohackers out there that have experimented, I want to say, with like megadoses of like 200 milligrams.
No way.
Because it's a super powerful antioxidant in the body as well as.
Do they take it before they go to bed, or do they take it throughout the day? Do they like take small doses and then by
I
the
think
end
they
of the
might
day they've
microdose it.
taken?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe that. I haven't looked into it extensively. I just in some the conversations I've had with some of the other brand owners out there that are kind of into the biohacking
Let's
space.
just take a bunch of random people and be like, let's just play with your body. We're gonna give you some stuff. We're gonna see what happens.
I'd be
Then
like
you're
that.
the CIA.
I would sign up for a supplement trial. I would.
Shh, they're listening.
No, not the corona vaccine, which is bullshit, but you know. 5-HTP, chamomile, magnesium are the active ingredients apparently. What is the form of magnesium?
Oh, okay, that's
If
what you
could
were
tell
asking.
me that. Yeah.
What type of form?
So 5-HTP makes sense. That is a direct precursor to serotonin in the body, which serotonin is then ultimately converted into melatonin in the body. So serotonin is the happy hormone.
I know
happy
it's funny that
neurotransmitter.
happy and sleep go together. I find that fascinating.
Chamomile tea is very relaxing. It's like
Yeah.
an age-old remedy for helping you, chill out and not be so
I
wired.
think people abuse sleep. It's like the friend that nobody likes that they all use and abuse or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
oh well, I'll just sleep later. Like sleep will be the thing that
Sleep
I
when
just
I'm dead.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I hate that expression because I feel like it's so important. I think you need it, especially younger kids. They really need their sleep. It really bothers me.
Yeah, which is why we make our halfling sleep plenty.
That's why we read the book Baby Wise. So wink. It freaking works. I'm sorry. Here's the analogy. Oh my God. Did you know that every time you cook in the oven, you burn your hands? Every time you have to pull it out and it burns your hands. Everybody burns their hands. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm like, that's funny. I feel like there's something like a pot, like you can put a glove on. You like a towel? No, it's impossible. You can't put a glove on to take stuff out of the oven. You have to burn your hands. I was like, I feel like you're doing it wrong. That's like, you can't train children to sleep. Nope, they're just going to wake up and they're never going to sleep and they just sleep whenever they want to and your schedule has to revolve around them. It's like, I feel like you're lying to yourself right now. I think that there's something you can do. Like, nope, it's impossible. It's impossible. Like, well, let's just keep pulling stuff out of the oven and burning our hands instead of putting a freaking towel on it. People.
All right, so that's the second soapbox that he's been on. So we've been only on less than 20 minutes.
It was a rough day. And here's the thing we were talking about. Here's the thing.
Oh, shit.
I'm the quiet one of my family. And I come from a family of yellers. I don't really yell. I don't like yell at people. Well,
We've never had a yelling
we've
fight.
never yelled
And we've
because I
been together
respect you.
for 18 years.
Okay.
Going back
But
when we first started dating.
when I do get angry at the inanimate keys that I cannot find, or the computer, when I get angry at it, I do curse and I do scream and I get really, really, really frustrated. And apparently it's like I have anger issues, but I don't think I do.
No, just on the rare occasion. Thank God I'm not in the room when those happen.
Okay, so I guess it's scary, but because like apparently today
This is
a couple
very
of
visceral
teachers
reaction.
heard me screaming
Yeah.
because I was screaming.
You're also very loud, so that has something to do with it too.
I mean,
You're very loud.
if it would just do what I want it to do. Why do I need 3 monitors? Why, when I open a document, are you putting it up on my projector when the projector's not even on? And I'm like, where is the freaking document? I just opened it. Anyways, apparently not everybody does that. Food for thought.
No. I mean, some people punch holes through walls. Some
I don't
people
do that.
scream.
I just scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't scream at people.
No.
It's always when other things happen that I just get so freaking angry at.
Yeah, you just kind of scream to the inanimate, non-visible.
Oh my God, I was
Ghosts
so mad.
everywhere.
I've been mad for 2 days. I finally figured out how to do the stupid Word doc. I don't even want to talk about it. I just need a drink. I don't want to talk about
It doesn't tell you the magnesium.
it. Ooh,
Oh.
then it's bad. They ain't gonna tell
No,
you.
I just
They're
find
gonna
it
leave it
strange.
off if it's good.
I mean, I think you have to disclose all vitamins and minerals, but
He's in Scotland.
He's in Scotland, so that's not FDA regulations. Oh, Scott, which reminds me, I know a while back you sent me a long list of scotches. My birthday is this Sunday, and I think I might treat myself to a bottle of scotch just to try something, just to do something, because I always have a bunch of
You
bourbons
don't
I
like scotch.
I know, but if you could recommend a middle of the road one that's not super peaty, then maybe I can see if the local liquor store here has it and I can try that.
Okay, I got a question. Scott, this might be super stupid and American of me, but I'm going to own it. It's fine. I want to visit Scotland because it sounds like it's beautiful. Is it beautiful in Scotland? Is it beautiful? I just imagine it being beautiful. And I want to know if it's as beautiful as I imagine it to be. Like the scenery and the rolling hill, the Highlands. Is everything the Highlands, or am I just full of poop?
And do we run into Highlander? Will we run into
Oh my God, I
Lander?
remember Highlander.
Will we run into Christopher Lambert?
There can be only one. I liked the TV show better than the movie.
What?
Yeah, the TV show rocked. They had this cool theme song. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I used to know the words.
We watched it back in Mandeville.
Yes, it was good.
Yeah. Speaking of Mandeville, and going back to your weird sleep habits, why don't you elaborate on how you used to booby trap the house when I would go offshore for a few minutes?
Yeah. Okay, so.
And one time I came back early to surprise you because I had gotten home off the rig early.
I gotta be honest, it was so natural for me. I don't even know what story you're referring to because that's who I am. Okay, so like, I'm a girl and I'm kind of scrawny and I never learned how to fight. So I gotta like take matters into my own hands. You know, I grew up watching Home Alone and like Goonies. So every time he would leave the house, every door, I would strategically put like a chair with like a vase or like with something with other little things on top so that if the door moved, the things would fall and it would be like, shh. So I would booby trap the house in regard to just noises. So like I could hear noises everywhere. And I was this close to like breaking glass. You know what I'm saying? And like sprinkling it like around, but I didn't want to clean it up later. So I was like, I'll just put something that could break. And then I would sleep with knives. I would have like a butcher knife here and another knife there just in case like I couldn't roll over or something. I had theories. So yeah, what story are you referring to?
That was pretty much it. That you slept with a butcher knife next to the bed. And I was deathly afraid that I was going to wake up one night with a butcher knife stuck in the middle of my chest because you had a nightmare and you thought somebody was going to roll over. And go,
you know what? I don't do that anymore, but that's a good thing. You know how many times I've thought that there was someone in our house? That's bad. What if they were in the bed and I just stabbed him? What if I stabbed you?
We wouldn't be having this conversation now.
Wow, I gotta watch myself.
We're dangerous.
I'm a whole different level of kooky. Sorry about that, buddy.
Oh yeah, just lucky you found somebody that tolerates you.
Oh my God, like one of our friends, Patrick, one day out of the blue, like our first or second year of marriage, I don't know, we must have been telling a story like this. And he goes, I could never marry someone like Sandy. I was like, hey man, Robert seems fine. I was like, well, Robert seems happy. You don't have to marry her, Patrick. That was mean. I could never marry someone like Sandy. I was like, well, screw you. You ain't got to.
No. Then you went and married somebody named Patty.
That's hilarious. His name's Patrick, and we always called him Patty. Well, you always called him Patty. And then he married a girl named Patty. So Patty.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Patty. Moving on.
So, hot topics in the supplement industry.
What is a hot topic? Tell me, because I'm not in the supplement industry. I don't know what's hot.
Oh, well, let me get your opinion on this. Sometimes companies will do collaborations. So,
that's interesting.
Ghost in the past has, hold on, Scott did this.
Did he tell us
Stick
about
to the countryside? It is really nice. Certain parts of the towns and cities, not so much. See if you can get Glenmorangie or Glenlivet in your store, Robert.
Glenlivet. I've heard that one.
Yes.
Hey, is one of those the one that we watched on the special?
Yeah, I think both. I mean, they mentioned both of those, but that wasn't either of the ones that the Scotch Guru.
I wish I liked Scotch. I feel like I need to smoke cigars and appreciate a cigar before I can enjoy Scotch. That's my opinion. I feel like we've got to be cigar smokers to appreciate the Scotch.
Yeah, and I apologize if I'm butchering the pronunciation of Glenmorangie. Scott, I'm doing my best. Yeah. Or if it's like a drunk side, you just go and then it just kind of rolls off. So I don't really know.
Wait, what was the hot topic?
Well, no, just it's not a hot topic. It's just Ghost over the past has done some official flavor collaboration. So a lot of the times we'll see like amino acid supplements instead of like sweet tarts or nerds. You'll see things like sour rounds, dorks.
Okay, like in a TV show where they're drinking a Slim Fast, but they call it Skinny Quick or something
Exactly,
yeah.
So, Ghost was one of the first companies to do an official collaboration. So they did the thing with the people that make warheads. They signed a thing and did an official like black sour cherry warheads, which is still to this day the most sour tasting supplement I've ever tried, and I fucking loved it. It was awesome.
But you seem
they also recently done Welch's grape juice. They did an official collaboration with them. Chips Ahoy. They did.
I love Chips Ahoy.
And so a couple of other companies, bodybuilding.com just released a remix line of protein powders that's teamed up with Hostess. So they're going to be coming out like a Twinkie flavored one.
Ding dongs.
Like ding dongs. Yeah, a couple of other things like that. So what
That
are
sounds
your
fun. I like it.
Is
nostalgia?
Do you think that first of all, is that going to entice you to buy a product?
Yep.
Versus something like, well, so see if you have
done.
One company has the official Chips Ahoy flavor.
Yep.
And then a company next to it is maybe 10 or 15 bucks cheaper, and it is chocolate chip cookie flavor.
I am a sucker for advertising. I once bought a tea that, as its tagline said, nature, like, what was it? Best tea on earth. I was like, are you? And I bought it. It was good. It was good. Gold Peak. It was that. It was something like the best tea on earth, or like nature's only true tea. I was like, are you nature's only true tea? Let me try that. So yes, Butterfinger is one of my favorite candy bars that nobody seems to love nearly as much as I do. I like how it sticks to your teeth. But if somebody came up with a Butterfinger brand protein powder, you bet your tushy I'd buy it.
So an official one, not just like
an official
chocolate
one.
Peanut butter flavor.
No, I'd buy the Butterfinger one. I'd buy the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'd buy the, keep going. Whatever.
Snickers.
Chips Ahoy.
Well, Snickers and M&M's and Mars have all released official protein bars in Europe. They haven't made their way over here yet. But apparently the European functional food protein bar game is leaps and bounds better than the American market.
Why?
It puts us to shame. I don't know.
Explain thyself.
It's gotten bigger traction over there. I guess because more ingredients are banned over there, so they focus more to functional foods, where we're still doing like stim combinations and stim bombs here stateside.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not like I wouldn't buy the cheaper or whatever, but I would definitely buy the Chips Ahoy. If it says Chips Ahoy, I'm going to buy Chips Ahoy.
Even if it costs $10 or $15 more?
Yes, I would. I buy Ben & Jerry's ice cream, Robert. Do you know who you're talking to? Like, that Ben & Jerry's ice cream is super expensive, but it's super good.
Do you think it brings legitimacy to the supplement industry? Because, to the common person, especially people in the medical field, the supplement industry is like a super sketchy, shady
Robert
business.
is speaking from personal experience because his sister is a pharmacist and she thinks everything he does is crap.
Well, no, I mean, that's just a lot of people are distrustful of supplements in general. So do you think doing these official flavor collaborations with major food companies, do you think that helps legitimize the supplement industry in the eyes of common people?
You think sorry, just want to make sure I'm hearing this straight. You're asking me if a medical professional would legitimize a protein powder because Chips Ahoy endorsed it? No, I don't think
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in the eyes of the average consumer, not from the medical community standpoint.
No, I don't think that it legitimizes anything. I think it just makes me want to eat Chips Ahoy. And look, I can eat Chips Ahoy with protein. I'm a sucker. If they start pairing with things and actually do it successfully and it tastes just like Chips Ahoy, you bet your butt I'd eat it. And even if it's like the difference is because you can say it tastes just like Chips Ahoy. It's different than if it's like, oh, it's really good cookies. It tastes like really good cookies. Nobody has a memory with that, but everybody has memories of like a Snickers bar or a Mars bar. I actually don't know what a Mars bar is. I'm not gonna lie. But a Snickers bar, Milky Way, Butterfinger. If you find me a Butterfinger protein, I'd like to try it.
I'll have to look for that. The closest thing I've gotten is mixing a scoop of Apollo's chocolate with their peanut butter cookie.
I really like Apollo's chocolate and Apollo's peanut butter cookie a lot.
Delicious. Absolutely.
They are delicious.
Hey, John. John joins me and Steve every Friday on the live Steve and I do on the Massive Iron channel.
It's exciting.
Thanks for hopping over here, John. Hot Topic and supplements. We do need a replacement for Joint Support XT. So yeah, that Joint Support, that's the one I almost always recommend to people because it's a super really good quality.
Why do you need a replacement for it?
Because it's always out of stock. Nobody can find it anymore. So, John, there is. I'm working on a joint formula right now with Apollo Nutrition. That it's going to be a superb, supremely dosed joint support supplement. It'll probably be a little bit more expensive than Joint Support XT, but it's going to be a much more diverse ingredient panel and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. That'll probably be coming in the next I don't know, it takes, between 8 and 10 weeks to get a supplement manufactured. Once we go through the testing of the beta samples and all of that stuff too.
What's it gonna be called?
We haven't decided
Oh,
yet.
okay. We're like, don't even know the name.
Yeah, well, Robbie and I are kicking around a few things. I just don't know if I can release the name yet.
Just joking. Secret.
So if you know the way Apollon tends to name some of their things, you might have an idea of what it might be called. In the meantime, check out Morphogen's Orthogen. That just came back in stock, and I just told Steve over at Massive Iron that it came back in stock. So jump over to their site and see if you can snag a tub of it or two. It's $48 for a 1 month supply.
Okay.
And we'll make the Apollon joint formula 30 servings as well. So it'll probably be, if I had to guess, based on cost of goods and all that, it's probably going to be around $40 to $45 for a month supply. Which, I mean, that's like, if you're looking for something that's going to support your joints 50. And stuff, it could be anywhere between 40 and 50. I'm going to try and get it down. I'm going to remove an ingredient or two because the initial cost on it was, you'd have to sell the thing for, a fucking arm and a leg.
Robert had really good ingredients.
I just put too much in there. So yeah, stick for that, John. Orthogen by Morphogen is a great one. PES Genoflex is another solid joint formula. Or you can just wait, 2 months until the Apollon joint formula comes out, the supplement engineer
Ta-da!
special. So, other things that have been going on in the supplement industry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I do the weekly podcast with Shane at Stack 3D and Robbie and TJ and everything. And we kick around a bunch of different topics. And it's, as much as it's good to discuss those things, I find myself like trying to back away a little bit from all that's going on because it's a constant barrage. There's like a new ingredient here. There's a new supplement company here. There's
drama. It sounds like you guys have a lot of drama in the supplement industry.
I mean, every industry's got their drama. It's just there's
the real husbands of supplements.
There's a lot of big personalities and a lot of big egos in the supplement industry. So that's why I kind of stick in my own lane and do, I do the podcast and I do some writing and consulting for a few brands. And outside of that, I just try to keep my head down.
Hi. Robert never really gets involved in drama, and I never really do either. So well done there, guys. We're not drama. Although I did used to watch The Real Housewives of Orange County as an anthropological study so I could understand how women related to each other because I don't really think I qualify.
You don't think?
It was fascinating. I learned things.
What did you learn?
So I learned that you should never, talk bad about someone, even if that person's talking bad about someone else. But you don't tell them, oh, stop talking bad about them. You just listen and go, and you don't say anything back. It's really important.
Okay.
I know that sounds like a little thing, but that's actually a really big thing because when someone's talking bad about someone, you think that you can join in, but you can't. Only they can do it.
Especially in an industry like the supplement industry where it's a close-knit community. There's 1,000 freaking brands, but it's a rather small thing, and so you
just listen.
People hop from companies to companies, and don't go burning bridges. Try to maintain a professional relationship always and be cordial to people.
I know you're not going to believe this, but I do watch America's Next Top Model. I love it, and I found that there's so many life lessons you can learn from America's Next Top Model, guys included, just so you know yourself, be professional, be passionate about the industry in which you choose. These are all good things.
Maintain a good body weight.
That's actually not in there. I wasn't going to say that.
Well, something they might not know is that you used to be a model.
Oh, we don't have to talk about that.
Sure.
Okay.
You did modeling in high school.
I did model, but let's just be clear. Anytime a high school person tries to talk to me about modeling, like, oh, you modeled? I want to model. I'm like, time out. They treat you like you're an employee when you're 14 years old, which means they will literally call you on a Tuesday, say, hey, you got an audition tomorrow at 10 a.m. And you're like, I have school. I have a science test. They're like, so go to the audition. It's like they treat you like you're an employee where you can just skip school. So if you want any kind of normal, I'm a cheerleader, I'm in the band, I want to go to the football game, I have to go to class. None of that works for you if you're a model. If you're a model before you're everything else, no matter what age you are. So P.S. It's hard work.
When you were with the agency, did they ever try to push certain things on y'all, be it supplements or certain things that y'all should take or should not take or do?
No, I never had that issue.
No, they never did anything like that?
No, and I never had the issue of people hitting on me. I have this weird personality where people don't hit on me. I guess it could be I'm ugly too, but I don't think that's necessarily it. But I think once I open my mouth, people stop trying to hit on me. It's fine. It's cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But I never had that issue.
I immediately got turned off when you started talking. Well, the first time we ever met, was a very interesting
Yeah. Robert.
experience.
Homeboy didn't talk to me.
It's freshman year of high school. I was super introverted, super nerdy kid that didn't really talk unless I was spoken to, kind of thing.
And even then, he didn't talk to you. So I sat next to him, and I'm looking at this sheet music, and I'd never seen it before. So I was like, hey, does the rhythm go like this? And I sing a rhythm. And he's like, mm-hmm. And I go, or does it go like this? And I sing a different rhythm. And he's like, mm-hmm. Like, who is this dude? He's not even talking to me. What the heck? Because he didn't even look at me. He was just staring straight ahead. I was like, mm-hmm.
Our band director put the fear of God in us. That's why.
So anyways, it's fine.
Yeah.
But we didn't date for a couple years.
No, we did not. That was what, 2000?
Oh, no, it was 1999. 1999.
Freshman year was 99?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I guess so.
It went from 99 to 2000 our freshman year.
That's right, because the end of junior year was 2002, and that's when we started dating, April of 2002.
Yeah, they don't care.
No, they're tuning in. They care. So, Peru, what is going on? If you have a question, let us know. Scott, thank you for the recommendation on the scotch. I'm going to go check the wine website or the Total Wine website after this and see if I can get some Glenlivet or Glenmorangie after this. And then maybe you can have a celebratory scotch with me on my birthday.
I would love a celebratory scotch with you if I enjoyed scotch, but I'll try it for you and hope I like it. I'm not gonna. What I do like, I had a rusty nail once, but I think the problem is, in order for me to enjoy scotch, I have to already be drunk. That's the ticket. Once you're already like inebriated, scotch just tastes good. You're like, ooh, this is so good. But if it's the first thing I taste, I'm like, oh, that's scotch. That is scotch. So it's like I need something to ease me into the scotch.
I've tried a couple scotches, and it makes a difference when you add the splash of water to it. It mellows out some of the smokiness. So, Scott, do you recommend I do it straight with a splash of water or on a big rock?
Or you can't mix it with anything. Nobody does that.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
So do you just do a splash of water with it, or do you put like a giant rock in there? Or just go straight and just, suck and be a man about it?
I think we need to travel to Scotland and go get some scotch tastings from the actual distillery and enjoy ourselves.
Well, it's over there. It's just going to be called whiskey. So.
Wait, really? They don't call it scotch? Wait, are you joking?
No, it's whiskey.
He's joking.
No, I'm not. They call it whiskey over there.
But whiskey's different than scotch. You can't just call it
Not over
whiskey.
there. It's Scottish whiskey over there.
That doesn't make any sense. You're lying. It's like an English muffin. They don't call it just muffins. An English muffin is an English muffin. You're wrong.
They call it a biscuit or something stupid.
Wait a minute, really? Scotch is not the same as whiskey.
Over there, their whiskeys are scotch.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know if I believe you.
Okay. We'll just have to wait and find out.
I mean, that's fine.
Interesting thing, I think my parents are coming in this weekend too for.
I keep forgetting about that. And
So that'll be interesting if when it comes around a happy hour time.
His parents don't drink.
They have no. It's just like the occasional beer, glass of wine, and that is exceedingly rare. So it'll be interesting when they see my bourbon collection I've amassed over the past few months.
He's gonna look like an alcoholic. It's gonna be a little embarrassing. It's fine.
We'll just stay over to the upstairs cabinet above the oven and all of that stuff. So
It's gonna be great.
It'll be wonderful. So you are now 2 weeks into early morning workouts.
I am.
And you've been doing it without a pre-workout.
I know. I've been
How's
doing
that
it
been
without a
going?
pre-workout.
Because for most of the summer you were using a pre-workout
I know.
for everything. So how have your workouts been with that?
Okay, I think you were saying something about human energy levels. They wake up, and then if you could track an energy level, it would like ebb and flow throughout the day. Nuh-uh. I wake up and then I go to bed. Like, I don't think I ebb and flow. I think right when I wake up is the most energy that I'm going to have for the day. So I don't need a pre-workout because I'm able to get, and I like block training. Block training works so much better for me than sets.
Yeah, it's
just give me some time.
Yeah, for y'all,
do
check
as much
out
as I can do.
Steve Shaw block training. That's
Love-
what she's talking about. It's a riff on
Do they
rest
not know
pause
what that
training.
is?
They may not. It's a riff on rest pause training. So
Okay, I like block training. Just give me some time and just let me pump out as many as I can possibly do, and then I'll breathe and I'll pump out as many as I can. It's like I just do as many. I'm an intense person is the thing. I'm 100% or 0 in everything that I do. So anyways, when I wake up in the morning and I work out, I don't need a pre-workout because I'm already pretty awake. Mm-hmm. And it's weird actually to not have one or to not need one. I feel like I almost feel wasteful because we have so many pre-workouts in our, at our disposal, but I don't need one right when I wake up. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, I would. And plus, what I don't understand
so I feel
is
bad in a way.
Rolling out of bed and immediately slamming a pre-workout and then if you just jump right into your workout,
right?
your body's not going to start getting that caffeine hit until like 30 minutes in your workout, and then the ingredients won't reach saturation until 60 minutes post ingestion.
Right.
In the blood level.
So when you're cooling down
is when you're going to be wired.
Yeah, it's weird. Although to be fair, my metabolism is a little faster than yours,
Shit,
so I always feel it really like within 15 minutes. He doesn't think it. He doesn't think my metabolism is as fast as I think it is. But
I was right.
Think it is. What? Ooh, ice cream. You put ice cream in
ice.
your. No, it said ice cream. Oh no, it said. I saw what I wanted to see. I'm sorry. Wait.
Ice cream.
Could I put ice cream in my scotch? Because that sounded really good. Like, really good. Some of that. That'd be so good. Okay, anyways. Fascinating. You spell whiskey without an E.
I did know that.
And you call scotch whiskey? Yeah. But what if somebody wants whiskey? Can they get whiskey?
Then they go for American whiskey.
Oh, do they have to specify American
Yeah, it probably
whiskey?
says American-made whiskey or
what
something.
What if I just want some Jack Daniels?
That's Tennessee whiskey.
So do I say American whiskey and I'll get Jack Daniels?
No.
That's it. We're going to Scotland. We're just going to figure it out for ourselves.
Get some haggis.
Get some Scotch eggs. Do you call it Scotch eggs? Do you
No,
call it
call
Scotch
it
eggs? I like corned beef hash. Is that Scotch?
I don't know.
I like corned beef hash.
That's you're naming so many disgusting foods.
Or is that Irish? Oh, I'm going to feel so bad. I know what a Scotch egg is.
All of those sound
around
gross.
an egg.
All of those sound good. That's
I
sausage around an egg, and then you deep fry that bitch. That's your penchant for
what?
Fried foods is
Let me tell you something.
considerably better than mine when I used to be the one that was really big into fried foods.
If it's got jalapenos and cheese and you fry it, I'm there. I don't care what kind of cheese. It would be cream cheese, yellow cheese. I don't even care. Ooh, bourbon.
Bourbon all day, John. Yeah, that's my poison of choice is bourbon.
I do like bourbon.
Higher proof ones,
I've
90
been a
and
vodka
higher.
girl.
90 and higher proof bourbons are
Yeah.
typically what I go to. Larceny is a good everyday bourbon.
Larceny is good.
Knob Creek is really good.
Is that the one? No, Noah's Mill is my
Noah's
favorite.
Mill is 114.
And it's really
75.
alcoholic, but it just tastes. It doesn't taste strong. It's good.
Yeah, it's 114 proof, and then Old Granddad's 114 proof is another really good one. That's super smooth. I like their caramelly tasting.
Okay,
ones.
wait. Let's talk for a second. You know how I make my whiskey slush?
Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a second. Whiskey slush. Well, it's Kentucky whiskey, if we're going to be specific, right?
No, it doesn't. It's not relegated to just Kentucky, but Kentucky's like the hotbed of bourbon.
I thought it had to be made.
No, there's just certain aging requirements on bourbon.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah, I've gotten that field guide to whiskey that I have. It says the different classifications of what classifies as a bourbon.
I'm always wrong, guys. It's totally cool.
Yeah.
Dang it! Sorry, Scott.
You just insulted the entire nation of Scotland.
Ah! No, of Scotland. Yeah, Ireland. Sorry, but I want to visit Scotland. Okay, I make this really good whiskey slush. Okay, ingredients: whiskey, like a whole big bottle of it, and then
Super cheap whiskey. Don't get anything good.
No, but what if? No, but this is what I was saying. What if I put in bourbon?
Well, then get something super cheap like Evan Williams bourbon or something like super duper cheap
No,
bourbon.
but what if I made it with a good? Listen.
No, there's too much bullshit going on in there.
Let me
You're
tell
gonna
you the
cover up
ingredients.
you're gonna
They're
cover up the
so
good
good.
taste of it. You're not gonna put something like Blanton's in a fucking whiskey slush.
I wouldn't put Blanton's.
Yo, Doug, what is going on, man?
Blanton's is in its own category.
Doug is the Gaspari rep that sends us all the proven greens, and we had the proven egg protein and stuff like that.
Thank you. Wait, is he the ones that greens I like by itself?
Yeah, just dry scooping the greens.
I really like your greens dry. Okay, so anyways, let me talk about my whiskey slush. It's a great ingredient. Y'all, write this down. I don't know why I got a country accent all the time. Here we go. So you got to get one of those pineapple, big old cans of pineapple juice. Pop the top, boop, pour that in. Then orange juice concentrate. Yeah, I said it from the 1950s, the orange juice concentrate in the little can where you open it like the rolls. It's out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Then it calls for maraschino cherry liquid from a can, but you know what I do? I pour the liquid, then I take the cherries and I blend them with frozen strawberries. Pour it in there. You stir it all together and you pour an entire how much? Fifth?
A handle?
Handle, whatever, of alcohol. Throw it in there. Put it in a container like this, like a bowl. I guess I could have just said a bowl. Yeah. With a lid, put it in the freezer. If it's correct, it shouldn't freeze all the way because it's got the alcohol in it. But then when you're ready, you take it out. Then you put it in a big punch bowl, bigger than the one you froze it in. And then you pour some, up to you. Do you want some diet ginger ale? Would you like some diet 7-Up? Would you like some Fresca? You kind of get to pick your choice. some Sprites maybe. But anyways, you mix in a carbonated beverage that would go well with the fruity flavors. And man, you get everyone schnockered. And I'm saying we should put bourbon in it. Make it even better.
You could do bourbon, but you're not going to waste something like a really good single malt in there. When you have a crappy thing and you're mixing all those other agents in there, that's the purpose of mixers, is to make up
Time
the shitty taste of the lower
Wait,
quality.
you're
drinks.
suggesting that Evan
It
it
is
is a sugar bomb.
Yeah, at that point, just give me the Everclear by itself.
Wait, I wonder if I could tweak it. Okay, guys, in lieu of the pineapple juice, put in this mango
Orange mango
electrolyte. Then instead of the BCAs, put in the orange BCA. Like, I wonder if we could make a supplement version of this.
Anabolic cocktail. Yeah, it's gonna have a shit ton of artificial sweeteners. So we'll take the OMG flavor from an Farm. They were
Hey! Oh wait, this
we'll do
mango.
the electrolytes, the orange mango electrolytes, and we'll do those.
We should do this live. We should videotape the part of it and then the tasting of it. Like, I kind of think this could work.
We're just gonna have to get the water ratio right, and then mix it up with a whole bunch of liquid
Water?
and see what happens.
Would we use water or would we just use alcohol and powder?
No, I think that would be too potent. It would be too potent.
Or is it?
I mean, yeah, it probably would be, unless we covered it up so much that you're drinking so much alcohol that you could be going to the emergency room because of
I mean, I've already decided that they should genetically modify alcohol to where there's different alcohols that have all these fancy little ingredients in it where you don't get the hangover or you don't get the negative effects, or it just gives you good BCAs and electrolyte stuff while you drink. It's like, you're welcome.
I'm for it.
I think someone should do that. Okay, I'm done.
Or you can just make a hangover supplement.
Wait, I really like this idea of a bourbon supplement slush. I know that one I said was a sugar bomb, but guys, I'm a math pro. I'm going to find a solution to this. It's within the works.
All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll
It's
get
in the works. Bomba.
We do have another flavor of bomba in there. Peach rings. Peach rings.
What's the flavor that I like?
It was peach mango.
Peach mango. Okay, so yeah. Peach mango with the orange
You
mango.
could do that.
That's going to be so good.
Well, yeah, you could do the orange mango with that. The OMG flavor from Anova Farm was their orange mango grapefruit, so that would go really well.
Oh my God, we're getting excited here. This is going to be the best cocktail. And then you serve it to all your friends at like a party. So just make sure you have a lot of air mattresses because they ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We're going to make this.
Primeval used to have a cherry lemonade or a cherry limeade flavor. So for the cherries, for the inside of the maraschino cherry liqueur, you could do that.
Would you still do like the Diet Sprite? You still need to do the Diet Sprite?
Yeah, you're going to need
Would you
something.
just use water to mix all that stuff? Or would you use like a Sprite to mix all that stuff?
No, I'd use water. You're gonna need some liquid to replace all the other liquids that you're cutting out from the pineapple juice and the orange concentrate and all that stuff.
Random question. Evan Williams, you were suggesting that. What is the alcohol proof of that?
The proof of Evan Williams, I believe it's 90.
Okay, so why couldn't you use Noah's Mill? Because it's a higher proof.
I mean, you could use Evan Williams or Jim Beam, but I mean,
but I'm just talking about like the
it's
higher
86 proof. 86 proof.
Okay, well that's not as high as 114.
No, but those are single barrel. Like the Noah's Mill is a
Is
single
this like
barrel.
blasphemy that I'm suggesting here?
Yeah. And you don't use really expensive single barrel liquors or single malt liquors with jungle juice and trash can punches.
I just thought we didn't do that in college because we were college students.
No, that's very taboo. You don't go. It's a Jack and Coke for a reason. It's not a Blanton's and Coke.
Okay, I just thought it would make it taste better. Or whatever.
I mean, you could, but when you've got all those other things, why waste it? That's the purpose of having a really high quality thing that you just sip it by itself. You don't, adulterate it with a bunch of other things.
Okay.
So yeah.
Heard.
Yeah. So do you find all right? So let's rewind back before we got into the
alcohol.
Yeah, our other passion. So with your workouts, you said you're go all day long. Do you find training earlier in the day causes you to flatline later or get tired later or anything?
No, actually, that's a really good question because I used to get so tired at the end of the day that the last thing I could possibly think of doing is working out. Honestly, I work out in the morning and I don't get tired. I work out. I feel like if I really felt like it, I could do twice a day.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would rather feel like working out now because I worked out in the morning than if I didn't. It's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You feel more energized?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in the bulking phase, if you can call it that. But when I get to the cutting phase, maybe I will do twice a day.
Yeah, I would dial the intensity. So if you're gonna do something, I mean, you could split your resistance training workouts, but I mean, already you're weightlifting stuff is only, 45 to 60 minutes. Your afternoon session, I would just do like a long walk or something, so you're not biting into your recovery too much because you're already going to be on low calories.
Oh
So you
yeah,
don't want to, further dive into
That's a good
your
point.
muscles' ability to recover.
the low
So,
calories thing makes me sad every time. I love eating so much. Ooh, super excited. I want to raffle at my work. I was so excited. So here's how you win a raffle, everybody. You imagine them saying your name. And you're like, what are they? Say my name, say my name, say my name. And you like imagine them saying it. And you imagine them saying it. So I always imagine them saying, Sandra And I'm like, that's me! You can't pronounce my last name! And I won a huge Yeti cooler. Some people won like $25 gift cards to whatever, and I won the super expensive Yeti cooler. Woo-woo! Why? Because I knew it would happen. In fact, everybody around me, they heard me because they pulled 64 names. And I didn't win for 63 times. Yeah, my school is amazing.
how many prizes? What kind of other prizes were they giving
A
away?
$100 gift card to Uchi by a guy who's like a James Beard Award winner or something, like
The sushi place,
the
yeah.
sushi place that's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like lots of really good gift cards. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to win. And then the people were going, okay, the last winner. I was like, Stanislavski. They're like, Stanislavski. I'm like,
Keep in mind, there's only 64 teachers at your school.
no. By the way, I was the only one. Like when somebody would win the $100 Uchi, they were like, oh, thank you. I'm like, girl, you just won $100. You're not going to act like you just won 100. You're just going to, thank you. Where's the cheer? Where's the Price is Right? Like high five and everybody go, what?
I guess you better be glad you were never on a game show.
No, because I would have won. The
You
Showcase
think you-
Showdown, I would have won the boat and the trip.
What was your favorite game show, I guess, growing up?
Easy, Price is Right. That show rocked. The song at the beginning. How did it go? It would make me happy every time. I don't. Can you look it up? Just play it for me. Da 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 da. Oh, I love it. Those were good memories. I love The Price is Right. What was yours?
Jeopardy.
Okay, can we just talk about the fact that I asked him what his favorite show was and look at how he said it? Jeopardy. You're the
I was good at
guy.
that. I was
You're
good
the
at
guy.
Jeopardy.
If you win the raffle, you're like, oh, cool. Wait, you won a $300 raffle at work. Were you excited when you won?
I was.
Were you excited like this? Was this your excitement?
No, because I worked in an engineering office, and the way I won the raffle was they came around and said, here you go. You won a raffle. Here you go. We pulled your name. There you go.
Pull your name. It's Dilbert.
Yeah. Go read Dilbert. That is the perfect
Analogy for it.
explanation or
Oh, that's
example
so
of what
funny.
life in an engineering consulting firm is. Yes, it is. I was probably the most normal, most extroverted person at the engineering firms at the time, and I was still pretty introverted.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because the people there are very smart. You don't become an engineer being stupid.
There you go.
Okay, but incompetence does get promoted, just like in any other
It
industry.
does.
Um,
Not at my school.
no, probably not.
Sorry, keep going.
No,
My
it's fine.
school's amazing.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it
you
does
try to
get
go.
promoted.
I mean, people could only talk about pumps, butterfly valves, ball valves, check valves, and you go to and try talking about like the NFL games that happened over the weekend or like college basketball Final Four, and there were 2 people out of like the entire office of like 200 that could hold a conversation about it. They were so into the weeds of their. And it's
Well,
great.
Robert,
great.
it's called being passionate about your job.
I mean,
That's why you're not an engineer anymore, because they actually loved what they did and you didn't. You, my friend, can talk about, I don't even know how you pronounce some of the words up in here. You're like the yeah. I don't know how to glycinate, chelate.
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 I say chelate. It might be
Chelate?
chelate, but I
Whatever.
say chelate.
You're just as passionate about your job. You're just not an engineer anymore.
Nope. Don't
Yeah.
miss it.
So there you go.
No, don't. I do not miss the.
The fact that you
office
can
life.
just talk about things off the top of your head like that, that's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy if you like what you're doing, but it's weird.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, Robert, what are the benefits of magnesium in the body?
Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about.
And he's like, oh, well, and then, and I'm like, what did you say?
Well, yeah, I mean, I get questions from people saying, how do you learn all this stuff, or how do you get? I mean, it's
Years of reading.
yeah, that's all I used to do. I mean, you would see me. I would print out stuff and just
You
read
would.
it at my engineering desk all day, every day.
He got paid pretty much to do 2 jobs for a while there. He was getting paid $8,000 a year to do engineering, and it would take him 20 minutes to do something that it was supposed to take him 2 hours. So he would take it in 20 minutes, and then for the other hour and a half, he would do engineering, like supplement stuff.
Do research on fitness, nutrition, supplementation stuff, and I was just, it was a labor of love. I never felt like I was working. It was fun for me to learn how creatine works, how caffeine works, the interactions between different ingredients, and things like that, and debunking a lot of the stuff. I mean, because my entry into the space was, like a lot of people, you read articles on Men's Health about this kind of workout or this kind of stuff, or read stuff on T Nation, bodybuilding.com.
You assume it's all facts, right?
Yeah,
because if it's out there, you have to assume, oh, this must be based in some form of fact. And it's sometimes bullshit.
Yeah, sometimes it is bullshit.
It's weird.
It's I mean, you got some companies trying to pass off glutamine or an enhanced form of glutamine as the next best thing. And just,
oh my God,
man, that was, go back and listen to the most recent episode of the Final Scoop podcast that debuted this week.
Did you have a soapbox moment, Robert?
Oh yeah.
About glutamine?
Yes. Yeah, there was a big soapbox moment about glutamine, and TJ at Fit and Steel News extracted the clip and uploaded it today to his channel.
Robert doesn't like it. He's not friends with glutamine.
It's the most abundant amino acid in the body. You will never be deficient in it unless you are covered in third-degree burns or you get impaled by like pieces of shrapnel and you can't eat protein. It's the most abundant amino acid in the body. So only in times of severe, extreme duress would you ever be deficient in it.
Okay, there we go.
So, or maybe you're running for 48 hours straight and then you're just not eating any other food. Maybe then you might start to develop a deficiency of it. But for going lift weights for 45 minutes a day, you're not going to.
You don't need no glutamine
stores or anything.
You don't need it.
No, not even close. So yeah, that's when a company comes out and releases a glutamine supplement, they start trying to hype it as a more bioavailable form, and you charge it. It's like 82% more expensive than regular glutamine. You're paying for extra bioavailable bullshit. Is what you're doing. It's
you're breathing for oxygen that already exists in the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm almost in the exact same. Used to love the job. Now it's just a paycheck. Yep.
That's if you ever need some life skill, like I am the best at giving life advice. That's why this guy is. You're right. Tell him, Robert. Where would you be without me?
On a beach somewhere with a blonde.
Okay. Okay.
Sandy just doesn't like blondes, that's all. No, I would still be stuck in my miserable engineering job. I would not be the supplement engineer today. I would not be in the supplement industry at all if it was not. She was the one that gave me the kick in the ass to go and make the jump, ditch my very safe, well-paying
$80,000 a year to go to $1,000 a month. I gave him permission for that. I actually forced him to do that.
Yeah, it wasn't even permission. It was the kick in the ass to go and do it.
We're fine. You can do it. Okay, but let me just say, I'm really good at giving life advice because I'm really good at tapping into what is it that makes you happy? What is it that you want? What are the options available to you? I'm a really good supporter. And it's funny because I was talking at work about how useless I feel in this marriage sometimes because Robert does everything. He makes my breakfast. He makes my lunch. He puts Sophia to bed and he wakes her up. And he takes her to school and he takes me to school. And he does everything. And I was like, I feel like I'm the seasoning and he's the Thanksgiving dinner. He's the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the everything. And I'm the salt and pepper that just like, let's make it taste good. I don't know if I really contribute much, but I said I'm very supportive of my husband. And the guy I was talking to, he's like, that's a really big deal. That's actually a lot for us. I'm like, well, good, because that's pretty much all I feel like I'm contributing to this marriage.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really good at helping people find what it is they love and helping them do it and giving courage and strength and support to let them do it. I'm here for you.
Well, we wouldn't be doing these lives right now if it wasn't for you, because there's no way I would sit here by myself and do this. I need somebody to bounce off of. Like, I wouldn't be doing all of the YouTube content that we do now outside of podcasts. I wouldn't be doing reviews by myself. I work much better when I have somebody to bounce things off of or discuss things. I'm not the instigator. If somebody gives me a prompt or comes at me with a question, I work best for that. But if you just give me, like, here's a camera, here's a microphone, talk, I'm thinking, why do I have to say? Give me something give me a question. I don't want to just babble uselessly if I'm not providing any benefit to people.
Yeah, and then I feel bad because I feel like I'm dragging him down because I was like, I don't know anything. You know everything. I don't know anything.
That's I think
Thanksgiving dinner, salt and pepper.
But I think that's what makes it good is because I'm so steeped in the weeds with the stuff that I forget. You know what the people that might just be walking into the industry. So like when Steve and I are doing the lives. We'll always get a question about BCAAs or creatine or things like that. And we had some jackass that posted on the thing that says, why don't you ask a real question? Don't waste time with these bullshit things.
Oh, he's just smarter than everybody else. You have to be patient.
Steve took the twat waffle to town pretty quickly.
You'd be the twat waffle. Don't pretend.
No.
Don't pretend that wouldn't have been you.
No, if if it's a legitimate question, because you got to understand that there's new people entering the space every time, and so there's some kid that's probably it's like 20 something when we
Oh my
first
God,
came
you
on
just called a 20-something a kid.
They
You're
are.
old. That's the old thing.
I'll be 35 Sunday.
You
okay?
said kid.
A 20-year-old
I thought you were going to say 12-year-old.
No.
You said 20-something.
A 20-year-old is a kid in the business world. They are a kid. Yeah,
You're old.
I know. It's official.
Damn.
It's official. I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway.
Don't keep going, old man.
You're older than I am. And you are older than I am by 6 weeks.
I had mama shorts on. Like I have the same body kind of that I had when I was 14. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's the truth. I still have clothes.
What does that say about me then? That I'm attracted to you?
I don't want to talk about it. I teach high school, and I'm like, yeah, y'all all have better bodies than me, but it's fine. So what I'm saying is, but I had to buy shorts that were older, long. And I looked at my outfit today to go to school, and I was like, damn, I look 35. I do look, I can get away with looking like a teenager because those are the clothes that fit me. But then I wore it today. I looked like a 35-year-old mama. I was like, oh, I'm a mama.
I didn't think so.
I did.
No, I think when you start getting the shorts that go all the way down to your knees, that's when you start getting the real mom shorts.
I like the
the mom
capris
shorts.
with the tennis shoes, the white tennis shoes,
Yeah.
white tennis shoes, all white.
That's when you jump the shark and enter momville.
I don't do that. Okay.
Not yet. Give it another year and a half, and then
Okay,
we'll see what
whatever.
happens. But going back, yeah, I mean, I think there may have been a time where I would probably be the person that's thinking, stop asking such stupid questions.
Yeah, that sounds much more like you, by the way.
Yeah, it probably is. But I think I've started, within the past couple of years, I've realized that, there's always going to be somebody new that's entering in the space. And so if they're coming to you with a legitimate question, they're not just trying to be some kind of smart ass that's trying to do it. You've got to be more charitable with your time and your response, be willing to do that. So if I get an email from somebody saying, hey, what do you think about protein powder? Or what do you think about creatine? I'm not just going to say, go Google it, asshole. I'm not going to do that. Somebody thought enough to ask me a question or reach out to me. I'm going to give them a valid response and not
I just
waste
want to
time.
say the supplement industry caused Robert's heart to grow 3 sizes. This is a good thing because Robert was a dick before.
I still am. In most
No,
situations,
you're nice and patient with people now. Well done. Well done, supplement industry.
with certain things. With other things, I have zero tolerance for. I mean, it's my
not with the people that are trying to learn stuff. You're being very nice to them.
Well, yeah, that's my job in this industry, is to help educate the consumer. That's the entire reason I got into the industry, is to separate the bullshit from the truth and help people stop wasting money on supplements. Find stuff that might actually work.
That is sad.
Because there's so many people that are willing to just pass a load of bullshit on to people just to take their money and make a buck. And that's fine. That's their company, and that's what they want to do. But I guess I'm trying to look out for the little guy that doesn't have the unlimited supply of supplements like we do here. So we're in a very fortunate place. I haven't had to buy protein powder in 5 years.
Yeah. And I drink it every morning.
Yeah, we're in a very, very lucky spot. So it's good that way. So that's why I enjoy doing the lives every week. I mean, I don't make any money from doing this.
Oh yeah, this is just
here.
me and him hanging out.
I don't get any money from the lives I do with Steve or anything like that. I enjoy putting out information. I don't monetize my podcast in any way. My income comes from writing content for companies, doing formulation consultations, or personal one-on-one consults with people that have that.
I feel like I should offer my services as a life coach because I'm really good at living life. So
we'll put a breakout tab on the
put a little
engineering
breakout
site.
tab if somebody needs help with their life,
live.
relationships, family, work, anything. I'm your girl. I am happy. I give advice to everybody all the time. I get girls coming in asking me. I got boys coming in asking me. You're welcome. I am the guru of happiness. Except when the computer messes up. I fixed it. I fixed it.
Look at what happened here.
It's like a science experiment.
It is officially settled. The green settled to the bottom, and your cranberry and lemon vodka are on top.
It's fine. And I'm still happy.
You are.
Really gross. I'm just gonna dump that.
All right, guys, this will be a last call for questions. So we'll give you another 30, 45 seconds to get all of your questions in. If not, we will, to quote Steve, pull the parachute on this podcast and get on with the rest of our day and let you people get onto that as well. It'll be time for me to get to my afternoon writing, which also means I get to crack open some bourbon and do all those wonderful things while you go pick up the halfling from daycare.
Hey!
So, yeah. Are you going to do your usual for dinner tonight?
So I've been eating steak. And what Robert does is he takes Robert cooks for me. I just eat. But Robert takes my steak and he renders out the fat on the sides because it's sirloin, not filet. It's fine. I'm fine. But anyways, and then when he's done cooking it medium to medium rare, that's what I'm talking about. Or medium rare to rare, medium rare to rare.
Yeah.
He will throw butter in it. Yeah, I said it. Butter. And it just oozes with the salt, pepper, and garlic. And then he takes my potato that he baked and he pours that butter on my baked potato and it's so good. Yes, I want that for dinner. Thank you.
Okay.
With my Caesar salad that he made the dressing for.
Yeah. In your defense, you can cook. I just like to cook a whole lot more. So
I can cook pasta really well and bean burritos and nachos. And I mean, I make really good bean and cheese nachos. Like you're just like, oh, I can do. No, you can't. I do better.
no, it's like a freaking art
it takes
form with
40
her.
minutes.
She paints every chip with refried beans.
And I thinly slice my Colby Jack cheese and lay it on every chip. I'm a math teacher, so that every triangle is completely covered with just the right amount of cheese. It's a really big deal.
We should record that and upload that as like a recipe video one day.
It takes a really long time, but
we'll
it's
do it in real time.
so good.
We'll do it in real time.
Now I kind of want nachos. Oh, steak or nachos. I know that doesn't sound like a tough decision to you, but that's a tough decision to me because that's my comfort food. Ooh, can I have both?
I mean,
I'll do some push-ups.
There you go.
Can I have both?
Sure. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us as always. We will see you next Wednesday, same bad time, same bad channel. Have a good night, and we will see y'all later.